Hey, Ryan here from Interactive Garage. Coming to you with our July, August new product announcements. New products, new vehicles. And look, I'll be honest with you, the whole COVID thing, we haven't had any new vendors sign up. A lot of vendors are just coming back, just getting back in the swing of things, bringing people off being furloughed or not working at home anymore and actually going back to the office. So like everything, we've kind of, just on our side, we've kept going. We're going to keep populating the program with as many products and vendors as we can. What we've really focused on this month of this product announcement is we've added 3 new vehicles. We're working on a couple others that I'll go into at the end. But let's jump right into it and just kind of go over everything. I mean, over everything, I would say we've got over 4,000 new products added to Interactive Garage. So tons of new wheels from Ultra Wheels. We've got fill-in products from Weston, Chevy Accessory Division, Ford Accessory Division, BAC, BDS, Yakima, so on. I mean, we've got a lot of stuff. We're not stopping on our end. It's just new manufacturers signed up, which I know a lot of you keep looking at, who else do we have on board to add to our vehicles? We are very proud of the manufacturers that we have currently on Interactive Garage, some of the top names out there. And if anything, I mean, we're going to keep implementing their products on our vehicles first and foremost, because those participating manufacturers that have been with us from either day one or that joined us in the last 12 months, we're dedicated to getting all of their products on Interactive Garage on all of our vehicles. Again, first and foremost, any new vendor that looks to come on board that we might be filling other gaps with, we welcome them. But at the same time, we really do focus on new vehicles and continuing to populate the vehicles that we have with our great vendors. So let's jump right into the vehicles first. So SUVs, we've really been focusing on those. So we've got the 2020 Ford Expedition. On that vehicle, we have 4 different trims. So I'm going to load this up. And while that's loading, I'm going to show you a 2020 Chevy Blazer. So on that one, we've got a bunch of different trims, 2, 4, 6. Let's go to the premiere of that one. And while that one's loading up, I will talk about the third one, another Ford SUV. As you can see, SUV, right? So, we were heavy with Jeep and truck to launch out of the gate with Interactive Garage. And now we're filling in on those products, or I should say on those vehicles that are great for, they might not have a ton of products onto them. We're going to get some great Yakima product on here. We're going to get our AVS, our Lund, our hood shields, our vent shades, and then wheels and tires. We've talked about, I don't want to become just a wheel and tire program. There's already some of those out there. We are a bumper-to-bumper configurator. And when a vehicle doesn't have a ton of exterior accessories, we don't focus on it right away because, one, the cost to add a vehicle to Interactive Garage is very expensive. And that doesn't matter if it's a vehicle like a Jeep that's got thousands of products to it, or like some of these that we're going to launch and show you that, yes, it doesn't have a ton of products onto them, but it takes just as long for us to get it up and running and programmed. And then we're going to fill in, like look at some of the new 2020, Chevy 2500, 3500. We're still just plugging away with the vendors to get more and more products on there. There might only be 2 to 3 different bumper options, a couple different grill guard and bull bar options. But as time goes by and as this COVID period kind of comes to a close, or at least, we all work through what the new norm is going to be, we're going to continue to populate those. So I've got the vehicles loaded up. We'll start with the Explorer. Again, you can change the colors onto it. We've got some cargo racks from not only Ford Accessories if you're a Ford dealer, but you can see some of the Yakima products on there. You come back in here, you know, there's a lift kit. So there's no lift kit, but the way that, you know, we do know that there are some leveling kits coming out for it. Those leveling kits will enable the bigger tires and to get put onto it. So on these vehicles, you know, we went up to a 33. That's what we've been told with the leveling kit that this will take. But then, you know, just the upgrade tires, you can upgrade the wheels. We are starting with 18s and 20s. We did focus on Ultra first. Race lines coming, Black Rhino, so on and so forth. So hang in there with us. It is one of those, you know, as more and more products become available for these vehicles, we will keep populating them. Same thing with the Expedition. You know, you're going to kind of see the same exterior offerings as far as cargo racks, hood protection. Ready Lift actually did come out with a nice little couple leveling kits for this vehicle, which then do prompt different tires and wheels. So, you know, again, we're continuing to populate all that we can on these vehicles as fast as we can. But you know, having more SUVs is our goal. Chevy Blazer, you know, very popular vehicle for wheels and tires, and some of the minor upgrades that you can do with them, like the hood protection. Chevy, if you're a Chevy dealer, Chevy has some nice accessories like grill accessories, like this cool little bow tie that's illuminated. So again, you know, those are our three vehicles that we will continue to populate those with more and more wheels and tires and any other exterior products that come out for them, and then continue to plow through everything else. So I'm going to go and this isn't the most sexy way to show the new products that we've added, and I am going to buzz through this. So, you know, on the Expedition, you're going to see a lot of Expedition, Blazer, and Explorer. So here's your AMP Research, AVS. We're very proud to announce we've got more partnership with the Truck Hero brands. So Back, Xstang, Truxedo, Retrax, ARE, and Backrack are all coming on board. So you're going to see a lot more products from them coming down the pipe. And again, I'm just going to scroll. Chevy Accessory Division, all of the Chevy dealers that we have, we wanted to make sure that we populated with as many of the Chevy accessories as we can put on the program. More Ford accessories. You know, we're going to even start dipping into the performance and interior more. Some of that interior is going to come from Husky. Husky Liners, another THI brand. One of the vehicles coming up, so this shouldn't even be on here, but I was going to show you anyway. You know, LP Adventure has some great products for that CUV market. So the CUVs, the new one that's coming out next is going to be the RAV4. So that's kind of a preemptive announcement on that. Lund, you know, just more and more tonneau covers. You know, as soon as a new product announcement comes out from Lund, we jam those products on our vehicle as soon as we get it. Again, bunch of, you know, fill-in products from Milestar on some Escalade, putting more tires on the Blazer, Tahoe. So again, we're just going to see a bunch from Milestar, some Mopar fill-in products for the new 2500 that just came out. More Ready Lift, Rough Country. So again, I'm just going to scroll and name all of our great vendors. You know, Rubicon Express, Rugged Ridge. You know, we found some OE accessories from Subaru to pop on that Crosstrek. Trail FX, Ultra Wheel. I'm going to scroll for a while on this one. I mean, we of the 4,000 products, I want to say there's easily half of those, if not, you know, a third of the products that we added were a ton of Ultra Wheels. Our designer that works on our wheels for us just likes to grab one manufacturer, grab one, you know, so we grab one style and jam that on all the different vehicles that we have applications for. So I'm going to continue to go down Ultra. We're working on Raceline next, and then, as I said, you know, Black Rhino, and then we'll keep going down the list. I mentioned this last time on our update. We're going to populate all the new vehicles that Warren has the 4x fender flares for. That has been done. Those are on your program. Some fill-in rear bumpers or some new rear bumpers for the JL and the Gladiator from Warren. Weather guard. I preempted this last time that we were working very hard to put a bunch of new weather guard product on the program, and here it is. Again, this is probably a third of the other products that we added. Is 15 different toolboxes, side storage boxes, top side boxes, low side boxes. Weather guard has a super awesome representation on interactive garage, ladder racks, headache racks. So if your customer is one of those contractors that really wants a quality box, Weather Guard's a great product. And as you can see, as I continue to scroll, a ton of representation on all of our trucks from Weather Guard. And as we keep going, I will get to the end because that is the W. And let's see, we got again some more of the Pro Mod bumper from Weston, some fill-in side steps that we got from them. Yakima, the SUVs, the Yakima, we wanted to make sure we got an initial round of products up there from Yakima on the Tahoe, so that was kind of got that one done finally. The Blazer, the Expedition, the Explorer, Yukon, we put that on the Grand Cherokee, so that's even more product for the Grand Cherokee. Here's the RAV4. The RAV4 is ready to launch. We are just doing some initial testing on that. Zone Off-Road, a couple fill-in new products that they just sent us. So again, 3 new vehicles, SUVs. We will continue to populate those. We've kind of gone to a different approach on enabling vehicles and manufacturers and products for Interactive Garage. I wanted to go over that. In the past, we have turned everything to off, and you had to go into your Interactive Garage admin and enable that. We had a lot of issues with people saying, man, our program just doesn't seem up to date, and all these vendors that you're talking about aren't showing up on my program. And when doing a little bit of research on that, I went into the admin and said, well, yeah, they're not showing up because, as I say on all these videos and in the e-blast, you need to go and enable all the vendors and products from the vendors that we just added. We don't assume you want to sell anything. Well, we're going to change that. And the main reason is just as I just said, we have some people, look, going into our admin takes some time. Customizing Interactive Garage to your perfect Interactive Garage, from going to the pricing and all that other stuff, it takes time. And we're going to do the other side of not enabling the products, and we're going to enable the products right away. Or we're going to turn the products on right away. So if you don't want to see a Ford Explorer because you're a Chevy dealership, you're going to have to go on your Interactive Garage and turn that off. If you don't want to see Zone Off-Road products, you're going to have to actually go and turn that off now. The reason we're doing it that way is most of you, from looking through your Interactive Garages on your website, you do want everything that Interactive Garage offers. I get emails of more. So we're going to go the opposite side and turn all this stuff on. And then if you do want that turned off, you just easily go into your admin and turn it off. Now, the other way to do this is, for those of you that have your account linked in with us in Keystone, if you say, I want Zone Off-Road to always be enabled no matter what Interactive Garage adds, boom, it already does it for you. And at the same time, if you say, I don't want to see anything from Zone Off-Road, you can hit that disable button, and the one that says always disable products from XYZ that come onto Interactive Garage, then that's how we do it that way. So again, huge benefits to getting your account hooked up with Interactive Garage and Keystone. One of them is that, the enable and disable of vendors. And then the other side of it is their whole account center and being able to adjust pricing above your cost with them. And what else? So we've also talked about in the past some of the new modules and features that we've added. We've got that parts package. Man, we really worked hard on putting that parts package out for everybody. We got a lot of people saying, man, I wish I could just build a blacked out package, a chromed out package, the Weekend Warrior package, the 24-inch and aggressive tire package. Well, we did that. And we're not seeing a lot of people really utilize that to the full extent of it. And again, I know it takes time. I understand it. It took us a lot of time to develop it. And I shouldn't say there's a lot of you not using it. There's, there's a lot of areas that you can go and use it deeper and bigger and better for you and your customers, so they can go in and really have fun seeing what you suggest to them as a starter kit. So that's a piece. We did launch the shopping cart module. We've had some great response from those using the Interactive Garage shopping cart module on the site. We keep adding new licensees to that piece. So it's going very well. We're about 40 days in, and just starting to see more and more marketing from those that are implemented that to their site. So they're getting more and more like social media marketing out there for it. So as that happens, it's going to even become more and more successful. Pricing. We added the pricing module called COP, or Competitive Online Pricing. So I'm going to go over that real quick again. So again, we've got full-on suggested retail MSRP that's either given to us from the manufacturers or something that we worked on with Keystone on for those manufacturers that are available at Keystone. You've got the ability to adjust pricing through your Keystone Account Center. You've got the ability to adjust pricing in your Interactive Garage admin. But what we did on this whole COP pricing was we went online and said, we looked at 10 different top retailers out there. I'm not going to name names, but we went through 10 of those top retailers and looked at every one of our SKUs. We scrubbed every SKU that we had and said, here's MSRP, here is what the retailers are selling it at. Now, some of COP, competitive online pricing, is MAP. So if a manufacturer has a MAP pricing policy, that is our competitive online pricing, because you can't display a product under MAP, minimum advertised price. So if a manufacturer has MAP, that is also COP. So really, again, the reason I kind of did our own pricing description was because not every manufacturer has MAP. So I can't sit there and say, here's MAP for everything, because some manufacturers don't have it. So we came up with COP. Go into the admin, look at it, click on the individual products. You can sort by manufacturer, you can sort by part number on every one of them, and you can see a COP pricing. There's a COP pricing for every SKU in Interactive Garage, plain and simple. I had to do that just the way that our database works, because if you click, I want to be at COP pricing, then everything that we have has to have a COP pricing, and it does. So you can kind of see where it's at. If you want to be online, whether you have our shopping cart module or not, or you want to just have the Interactive Garage showing on your site, hoping that the customer will call in or come in and buy products from you, having it at that COP is competitive to the big retailers out there. Again, I'm not going to name names, but if that's where you want to be, perfect. We have done all of that research for you. It's aggressive. Make sure that you look through it, because some of the online stuff is very aggressive, single digit, just because, we do know some pricing out there that people are at, some of the tiers that people are at, and some of it is, single digit profit margins. But we did that research on our end just to make sure that you have every advantage possible. If you want to be competitive online, whether you're using our shopping cart module or not, you can select COP pricing for everything and get out there and start selling some products. So we will be back in 30 to 45 days. Again, we're working on I was going to show you the Toyota RAV4. We're in testing on that now. because this is July 16th, a couple days ago, Ford did announce the Bronco. And I'm proud to say that we are going to be one of the first configurators online to have a Bronco ready and available before they're even available at the dealerships for people to play around with. Now, the Bronco has some universal stuff that we know about. We know what the bolt pattern is. So you're going to be able to see and have your customers even pre-order wheels, tires for that vehicle. Beyond that, just because that vehicle was just launched, and Ford is kind of being like Jeep did when they did the announcement of the JL. They're being very protective on getting vehicles out there to the aftermarket because they're releasing like 100 or something of their own Ford accessories. So as more of those come out and shown on the vehicle with part numbers attached to them, for you Ford dealers, we're going to get those out. And then as the manufacturers or our vendors in the aftermarket get those, then we will roll those out. But at least to go on and play with all the different trims. You know, we're doing the 2-door, we're doing the 4-door. The Sport will follow down the road. We think that 2 and that 4-door kind of more off-road model, the iconic look of that is going to be the more popular vehicle to accessorize right away. So we're going to have every trim available. We're starting with the 4-door, and then we'll do the 2-door. But I think it's 7 different trims. You're going to be able to pick it, change the colors based upon Ford colors that they're offering, put some tires and wheels on it and have some fun. We're going to put some other products on there. You know, we're going to throw some infab running boards, some Trail FX, Nerf steps. You know, it's not going to have a part number to it, but at least you'll be able to have some fun with it. Let your customers kind of think about how they're going to build their Ford Bronco up when they come out and available at the dealership. So anyone from Ford watching, great job on that vehicle. I have had my past history with Ford vehicles, and that vehicle alone is changing my mind as to that brand and the awesome vehicle that they released in that Bronco. So congratulations on that. And if you guys or gals have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you know, Ryan@interactivegarage.com. You can email me anytime or ring my office number, 435-879-8208, extension 1. Happy to take your calls. And have a great one. And we'll keep pushing through this COVID time period, and we'll get through it. That new norm is something that you guys we all need to figure out together. So if there's anything that we can do to help that out, let us know. Have a good one, and we'll see you down the road.